Hey, you're listening to the High Voltage Rock and Roll Radio Show with the Night Prowler. Oh, wait, nope, that's my other job. No, we're listening to another episode of Answers for Everything podcast. We appreciate you spending some of your free time with us. Don't forget to like and share on our socials. If you have any questions or want to send us anything naughty, just send out to our Instagram at AFE_podcast. That's A as in anus, F as in frankly, and E as in elf. The underscore symbol, then the word podcast. So if you have a drink, sit back, enjoy the show.
Good to see you, sir.
Yes, sir. Likewise. What you been up to? What you doing? Currently, what are you doing?
Just in the middle of enjoying some spring break here.
Spring break from work or spring break from kids or what?
Spring break from work. So I get all of next week off, and I currently have my 3 offspring with me.
Oh, so it's like a double win.
It's a win-win.
And do you get paid for the week off?
I do.
Oh my God, must be lovely.
Oh, it's going to be nice.
Yeah. Fortunately, I don't get that luxury. I'm literally working all the time. And then I get the privilege of paying people time and a half for Friday. Can't wait for that.
Yeah. Oh, that comes out of your pocket or what?
It sure does.
Fuck that. Just run the place by yourself.
I mean, I would, but I don't know how busy I'm going to be. And it's a Friday, so it's totally unpredictable.
That's when you need friends. Like, imagine if I was in town one week, we could just rock the place.
That'd be awesome. I know that, I don't know what year it was, maybe 2015, 2016. I think it was NDP was in charge of Alberta. And they made it mandatory for places to pay out, I think, an time and a half for your average work day, whether or not the place was open, no, whether or not you worked. So they changed the rules. So whether you worked or didn't work, you still get paid for that day. So then there was this restaurateur in Calgary who owns like a couple really fine dining restaurants. And he said, I have every single stat holiday off. So my employees all get to not have to work, right? They all get every stat holiday off. That's the way we roll, just like the government, right?
Yeah.
And then when the government said, oh, no, now you're going to have to pay them all. And he's like, well, now I'm going to have to be open that day in order to make revenue, in order to be able to pay them. Because I'm not going to pay them just out of my pocket to sit at home. No. I'm going to have to make revenue. So now none of them get the day off, but they have to work for their money. So they're a little bit pissed off. It's kind of a dick move, right? It's just like, well, you deserve to have that day off. Okay. Well, is the government going to pay me? No. My employer is going to pay me? I'm sure they're not fine with that.
No, that's
weird. Instead of giving them all the day off, now he has to make them all work that day in order to, pay for them because they're getting paid anyway.
But they get time and a half though, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So they get paid their time and a half to work. But I don't know, if you've had the same holidays off for years and years and years, would you not be pissed off that you're now maybe scheduled to work that day?
I probably would be, yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. These things do happen. So I'm on the other end of the spectrum here where I got to pay it out. So it kind of sucks.
That does suck.
It does suck. I don't have spring break. Like when I was in school, had spring break. It was awesome.
Does Alberta work the same way as BC? That your kids get 2 weeks off, like last week and this week?
No, my kids get Friday, Saturday. Wait, no. They get this coming Friday off, I think. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Maybe they get the Monday. I don't know if they get a week off. They just had like 5 days off a couple weeks ago for whatever reason. I don't know what it is.
Must be different.
Yeah, I should pay attention, but I don't know when they get their weeks off. I know they get like a week at Christmas, and they get a week in the spring, and they get a week in the fall, I think.
And then 2 months at summer.
Yeah. So yeah, our teachers are on strike out here right now, but they're rotating. So this school will be closed this day, and then that school will be closed that day. It's just like, so yeah, I just got the email today saying that all this week they're not doing any extracurricular activities and no extracurriculars at lunch. So the teachers aren't putting in their time to do anything with the kids other than their classroom time.
So, no lunchtime supervisor, so
yeah,
so have shivs out on the playground, no problem.
No problem. And my kid's in soccer right now through the school, and he's been in it for 3 weeks, and he's gone to one thing because it's been canceled all the other times.
And you're paying for it.
Not for the school. We're not. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
yeah, if I was paying for it, I'd be fucking pissed.
Oh, I'd be like, well, that you're not doing that. Pick a different sport.
Yeah, well, we didn't know, right? You pay for it and then they join and then 3 days later they say, "Yeah, we're on strike." So we're not actually going to like do anything with the kids. Next Tuesday we will. You're like, "How the fuck can you teach the kids 1 day every 3 weeks to play soccer?"
I honestly don't blame them for being on strike. I'm surprised everyone's not on strike right now. Who can afford to live right now
Yeah,
in this country we call Canada?
it's pretty shitty, but if you don't have a union, you can't strike.
No, no, you
So,
can't.
but yeah, the teachers being on strike, I think it's going to fuck up their springtime trip. I don't know where the schools are going this year. I heard one of them is going to Italy, but
Oh,
it's an extracurricular.
oh, so it's not happening.
So it's probably not going to happen if they're still on strike. Can you imagine
Hmm.
paying all that money and then being told, we'll just give you your money back. You don't get to go.
Yeah, unbelievable.
I think I'd be more pissed as a teacher because it's essentially free for them, right? Because their trip is paid for by the students' fees to pay for the trip.
Now
And
they
then
ain't going.
they're on strike and now they don't get to go. So you're just like, go fuck yourself. Well, you don't get to go on strike and also get your trip paid for to Europe. I'm sorry, but
And as a parent, you're like, well, that's gee, that sure sucks for you there, but then you're getting a huge amount of cash back. Like
yeah.
maybe you need that money right now, right? So
I think everybody needs that money right now. It's probably upwards of $3,000 to pay for something like that.
yeah, easily, easily. I know I'm sending my son, helping to send my son to Japan in like 3 years. So
Nice.
I'll be paying for it over the course of the next 3 years, and then he gets to go, and it's like a $9,000 trip. It's insane.
Jesus.
Disneyland, Tokyo, and like all sorts of stuff included.
Too bad you can't volunteer as some sort of chaperone because that would be
Trust me.
kind of
Yeah,
awesome.
I want to. I'm like, can I fit in your suitcase?
Yeah. You're like, I'm here for Asian schoolgirls, Kit Kats, and Tokyo Disneyland,
I'll meet you guys back here in 3 days.
right? Because they're not going to do anything school related, right? It's not like a history thing.
No,
It's
it's
just
just fun
yeah, it's
experience.
to teach them something. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, that sucks for them to lose that trip.
big
If
time.
if they're still on strike, I think that trip probably happens in like within the next 6 weeks.
Hmm.
And but they've been on strike for like a month now, rotating. They took last Friday off. They took last Monday off. They went to school the rest of the week. They took like a Tuesday off 2 weeks ago. So I don't know how it works, but I'm sure it's different. What do you call them? Different regions, different districts. Is it a school? Yeah, school district.
Are your kids old enough you don't have to worry about like childcare situations?
I've got a 10-year-old and a
Yeah, so just leave them on their own.
15-year-old. I guess I should know my kid's age. Um, yeah, the only problem we have is they have stuff to do like gym and other sports and stuff that it's all planned out. Then if they have the entire day off, I'm gonna come home and there's gonna be like snack food wrappers because they're not gonna make anything to eat. They're
No, of
actually
course
gonna
not.
go in the snack drawer and I'm gonna find like 15 Rice Krispie wrappers on the ground. They don't clean their shit up. Like I come home and I got a fucking rage on them. It fucking drives me nuts.
Hooligans.
Like today, my son, he's 10 and he lives on his iPad. And he has to have his TV on while his iPad's on. So I don't know why YouTube needs to be on his TV while he's playing Fortnite on his iPad. I don't fucking get it. Like I
Back,
can't. Can you get it?
it's
Like,
background noise, I guess. I don't know. My kids are very similar to that. I'm like, are any of you watching this? Like the TV's blaring. Each of them are on a different screen of their own. And I'm
okay,
like, maybe I'll take over the TV. Oh yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So
Perfect.
it's the same thing where they have to for some reason have everything on all the time. And then his iPad's always dying because he's on it from the time he wakes up until the time like I drag it out of his fucking hands. And he has to charge it. And when he's charging it, the rule is you're not allowed to be on it while it's charging because he'll twist it and turn it and then he'll and break all the cords on the inside of the
Yeah.
charger. So he's going through a charger like every month and a half. So every 6 weeks we have to buy him a new charger. And I said, I'm done. Like, I'm not buying you any more fucking chargers. You don't get any more. You can use mine when you give me your iPad and I lock it in my room and charge it.
Yeah. You
That's how,
supervise the charging.
yeah, that's how we charge it. So today he's literally yelling at me today that he needs a charger. And I was like, I have one in my room. Let me plug it in. He's like, but I need to use my iPad. I need to play Fortnite. I was like,
Tough luck.
you don't need to play Fortnite, fuckhead. You've been playing Fortnite for 5 fucking hours while I was at work. Like, you're done. Do something useful. And he's like arguing with me and he's like, I'm going to my friend's house. I'm like, what are you doing with your iPad? He goes, he has a charger. I'll charge it there. I was like, no, you're not going to your friend's house to charge your fucking iPad.
Sure, use their electricity.
Yeah. And then he's like, well, I need to buy my own charger then. I'm like, well, you don't have a job, bro. You're 10. Like you have birthday money and shit, but I'm tired of paying for chargers, so fine, you can buy one. And he's like, fine, I'll go to 7-Eleven and get one, which is like 6 blocks away. So he and his friend want to walk to 7-Eleven to buy a charger. And I was like, I found one on Amazon here where you get three for $13. And it shows up on Tuesday. Right now it's Sunday. So you can have this in 48 hours and it's $13 for three. So why don't you buy that? And he's like, no, they're like $10, $15 at 7-Eleven. I was like, so if I give you $15 out of like your birthday money, like he has this jar with money in it,
Yeah.
you're gonna go buy a charger, but you can get three for the same price or less if you just wait till Tuesday. And he's like, no, I'm gonna do it now. I was like, all right, have fun wasting your money. Like, no fucking concept.
Do you not have Amazon Prime? You can probably get that shit in the same
No,
day.
yeah, I do have it, and it's free shipping. It arrives Tuesday because
Oh,
it's
wow.
Sunday at like 5 o'clock already, right? Or 6 o'clock here.
And if you want to wait even longer, but pay next to nothing, you'll go the Temu route.
I don't understand how the kid like needs his charger. So he's gonna buy a shitty 7-Eleven charger and it's gonna break in the next
Garbage.
3 weeks and he's gonna be very angry about it. And he's gonna need another $15 to buy more chargers.
It's like those dollar store chargers. I remember picking one up from like Dollarama once. It didn't even work when I got it home. Like,
Yeah.
why did I even buy that piece of shit?
I grabbed one at a gas station when I was leaving Edmonton because it was like it says 15 feet, 20 feet. It's a huge long cord.
Yeah.
And I thought that would be neat to have in my living room where I can like sit on the couch and charge it on the wall way over there. And yeah, after like 3 days, it never worked. I was like, cool.
Well,
Well, glad I spent that, $20 for a 24-foot charger.
always, and it's not doing your phone any favors. Like, you need to, if you use the cord that comes with the phone, it'll charge way better than some piece of shit.
Yeah. So yeah, now I'm locking up chargers for that guy so he doesn't like I bought him a bed and it's got like LEDs on the back shelf
Oh, that's cool.
and it has these plugins. So you can put like a block charger, but it's upright, it's flat, like the same, I don't know what you call it, the same plane as the bed. So
Okay.
the plug is facing upwards.
Hmm.
And it has two USB
Oh, it's like
ports.
underneath.
Well, it's on top of his headboard. So if I plug it in, his charger's facing upwards. But he's got USB ports there as well, so you can just plug his iPad charger right into that. But the thing
Yeah.
is, if you plug it in like that, the loop automatically goes down. And
And it's putting weight on it.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then he's holding his iPad and he's moving it, and he already burned through a charger in the last month doing that. So I told him not to use the one on his bed.
Yeah.
But no, he doesn't listen. He wants to sit on his bed with his TV on, his iPad, and then he wants to yell and scream when he doesn't have electricity anymore attached to his iPad.
I get it.
Oh,
What else?
I'm just frustrated. How to argue with a 10-year-old. Like who
Yeah.
you just didn't get that the rules are whatever the fuck dad says goes.
Sometimes violence is the answer.
Oh man, I wish that'd be awesome. Like your kids, do they listen to you?
Sort of.
So is it
They
like
always
that?
they always threaten stuff like calling child protective services on me when I threaten them with violence. You know how it is.
I remember, yeah, my daughter's like, I'm just gonna call Child Protective Services. I'm like,
I'm
yeah,
like, what are they gonna do? You know how long it's gonna take them to get here?
fine. It's like, do you really want to go live with a family you don't know? Like, bitch, I take you to Disneyland every year. Good luck with your new foster
Yeah.
family with that.
Stop and think about it for a minute. Maybe
Yeah.
just listen to me so I don't have to threaten you with violence.
Yeah.
Like, I would never do anything, obviously, but
Obviously.
it's fun. What else is new? What's going on? You watch anything cool?
Mm, I watched Mr. In Between. I think I told you about that, didn't I?
Oh,
No.
you did tell me about that, I think.
And then I thought it was over, and it wasn't over. Apparently, there's a third season, but it's not on Disney Plus, so that's cool.
You gotta wait.
Well, no, it's out. It's just
Oh,
Disney Plus just doesn't have it. You're like, what the
hmm.
fuck? So I watched 2 seasons. I'm like, this is a really weird way to end the show. And then my friend who recommended it to me, he's like, oh yeah, the third season with his pregnant girlfriend. I'm like, what?
I
Third
didn't see
season?
that.
Yeah. But it's the same with Eight Simple Rules. Like Disney owns the TV show Eight Simple Rules, and they've only got season 1 and 2 on Disney Plus, and it's only been that way for like 3 years. They don't have season 3. They just don't.
Odd.
It made more sense afterwards. I saw they had Eight Simple Rules on it. So then I sold my Eight Simple Rules season 3 DVD set and I got like $120 for it. I was like, who the fuck
Ah,
Who the fuck is spending $120 on DVDs these days? Like when I
because
put
they
it on,
can't get them.
that's what I didn't realize is that it's fucking impossible to find, so you can't get it. I mean, I'm still glad I sold it because $120 for DVDs is still a pretty good deal anyway you look at it.
It's like the Wonder Years. I love that show so much, and you can't get the DVDs.
At all? They just don't exist.
Well, they do. Like you can get them in the UK, but because they never paid for any of the rights to the music they used in the show,
Yeah.
in syndication, they can't release it in North America or whatever.
Oh, shitty. You could buy it in the UK though?
Yeah, but it's so expensive. Like I looked it up on Amazon, and it's like $100 a season or something.
Jesus. And then you need a player that's region free so you can play it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've bought Blu-rays from different countries, and I have a Blu-ray player that I got at Walmart that you get to choose your region. You can use your remote control and set up which region. So I can set up Australia and play an Australian one. And then I just have to reboot it and then set it up for the UK and watch a UK DVD or Blu-ray.
Pretty cool that it has the option.
Yeah, it was I found it on like a do you know what steelbooks are?
Steelbook, like the special edition DVDs and stuff.
Yeah, they come in a metal case.
Hmm.
I belong to a forum and people were complaining about ordering one from Japan but not being able to watch it in their Blu-ray player. And this
Yeah,
guy's like, I found this one at Walmart in the US, and on the remote you can reboot the system and you can choose to start up at whatever country and it changes the region code and you can do it infinite times. You can always reboot it. So I went to Walmart and I bought the only two they had here in my town.
you guys still got one in a box there, complete.
I have one upstairs, one downstairs, and I haven't used them in about 10 years.
Oh wow! But you can if you choose to.
If I choose to. But streaming happened after that, so I'm pretty sure everything that I wanted to buy is probably available on one of the streaming platforms.
So I watched a movie.
Ooh,
I was sort of been looking forward to it for quite some time, and it came out on the 23rd of March.
how long have you been waiting to watch this movie?
Well, I knew it was coming out probably, I don't know, Halloween-ish or something of last year, and I've been looking forward to it ever since. And when I found out it was going to be dropping on Amazon Prime and not even going to movie theaters, I thought to myself, that's even better.
It is better. And
And okay, well, I enjoyed it. It was fun. If you're expecting it to be a lot like the original Roadhouse,
okay.
don't expect that. But I think it's a 6 out of 10 or so. It's fun. It's a fun
Yep.
movie. It's worth
Yeah,
a
well,
watch.
I agree with you. I watched it before work the other day. And I mean, I didn't even think about the original one. It wasn't even a thought in my mind. I was like, this is a new movie for 2023 because anytime you try and watch a remake of something,
Yeah,
it just leaves
disappointment
it just leaves you with disappointment. So I tried to like just block it out. Like, nope, Patrick Swayze Roadhouse does not exist.
doesn't exist. Even though
And
they had some parallels, which I did enjoy.
like when he hit the guy in the throat and he talked to him about the throat instead of ripping it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or like I don't know, like in the first Roadhouse, the waitress comes to his house
Yep.
and like brings him breakfast, and in this one, he like lives in a boathouse. So spoiler alert. And the other, like the bartender, I think, brings him breakfast.
Yep.
So there's like these little similarities. I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah. But it's enjoyable. I can't get over how fucking jacked Jake Gyllenhaal
Connor
is.
was, yeah.
Well, Connor,
Jake,
yeah. Conor McGregor was like fucking jacked, but to
but
look at
Jake was had muscles upon muscles. I was
yeah,
like,
you're
what the
like,
fuck?
when did this guy become a muscle tank?
Unbelievable how that man holds his physique like that.
Yeah, bro's huge. Uh,
Steroids.
well, probably it's Hollywood. They have all the best of everything.
Hmm.
We're
And
gonna
they
give
were
you
giving it to him.
we're gonna give you a trainer. We're gonna give you some supplements. We're gonna put you on a regiment. We're gonna make your food for you. And here's $20 million. I guess so. Right?
If I have to.
Sure, why not? I'll stop eating garbage for the next 6 months.
It's hard to see him as, even despite all the muscle that he has on him and how badass he looks, he's just too nice of a guy with that friendly kind of a face on him. You can't picture him as a violent guy. It's weird.
Well, he didn't like being violent, remember?
No, he didn't.
And he didn't like being angry either. He's like
You
the Hulk.
chose this.
Let's talk about Conor McGregor, shall we?
Oh my god. and walking around naked half the time.
So I don't watch UFC, but I've seen a few interviews with the guy and I've seen the guy do his work. And I know this is like his first time acting.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I'm better, but I'm better.
I'm better. I'm with my eyes closed in an eye patch.
It's almost like they said, "Hey, be as odd and over the top douchebag fighter as you can think of being."
But also just like an idiot. They're just
Yeah.
like, you're just a moron.
Yeah, he's a hired gun or a hired fist. Like what was the deal with him having to smash every car to stop it? He didn't know where the brakes were?
I don't know. It's just a one use, like every vehicle is disposable. One use only. This one's done. Crash.
But the scenery's gorgeous, right? Like Florida is super nice. The beaches, the bridges, the palm trees, it's all beautiful.
Did you notice that some of the fight scenes were definitely CGI?
I did not. Should I go back and rewatch?
Well, there are definitely some CGI fight scenes, which are very odd. Like I paused and you could see like they weren't people. It was definitely CGI made.
Weird. Do you think it's because they couldn't talk to Conor McGregor in a way that made him realize he wasn't actually fighting?
I only wish that were the case, but I think it's because some of the moves and the physicality they were trying to pull off was isn't possible to do.
So it's like
So,
watching a Mick G Charlie's Angels movie where
yeah,
their fight scenes are just impossible moves that you just can't do.
exactly.
Like the
It-
body doesn't turn like that. Well, in this movie
no.
it does.
And actually gravity doesn't work like that either. Physics don't work like that.
Mm.
But it was fun. It was
Yeah.
definitely fun.
Oh, I wasn't disappointed with watching it. I was flipping through so much shit to watch, and I thought I'm eventually gonna have to watch this. I
Yeah.
may as well watch it right now. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I got it out of the way.
I had a smile on my face the whole time. I was chuckling all the way through it.
Do you ever have to watch it again?
I probably will watch it again, yeah. I haven't yet, but I will.
Yeah, I don't think I ever will. It was all right. I enjoyed it. I wasn't disappointed. I enjoyed my time.
Same.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I put on that 20 minutes in, I just shake my head and it's like, do I really want to continue this?
That's why I have a thing called the 10-minute rule. And I do it all the time. That the new Airbender or whatever it's called, the Netflix one, I was like, I'm gonna give this a 10-minute rule. It didn't make it and I got turned off.
Hmm.
Just
There's
didn't
a
enjoy it.
I need to adopt that rule because there's a lot of things that I watch and then I realize I'm 12 episodes in and I was like, I still don't know why I'm watching this, but now I'm invested because I've watched the entire first season and there's only two seasons,
Yeah, I can
right?
see that, but
And I hate that. I went back to the Bad Batch. Have you watched the Bad Batch?
started watching it. I gave it the 10-minute rule and then I stopped.
Okay. Yeah, I watched the first part of season two like 6 months ago, and I realized I didn't finish it. I didn't finish the first part of season two, and
Yeah,
then the second part came out. And now third season came out. So last night I was like, huh, fuck, and I have no idea what's happening because it says, oh, do you want to continue watching? I hit play, and I was like, I don't remember any of this from 6 months ago. Like none of this.
even with those sweet recaps they show you every
Well,
time.
it was like mid episode. That's where I guess I stopped watching it last time.
Probably fell asleep. It was on autoplay.
Yeah. So I want to do it. I do like the Bad Batch.
Hmm.
I like the Clone Wars. I like Star Wars.
It's nice to know about all that stuff that happened that I don't know about.
Yeah, it would be nice if it was a movie instead of all these TV series.
Well, especially like I don't know. I do respect animated series and stuff like that, but with Star Wars, the animation's kind of weird. It's all kind of childish. I just can't
Yeah.
get into it.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. It is childish.
X-Men '97 was pretty fire.
Yeah, I only watched I just saw the very first episode up to where Magneto reveals himself at the end. And
Okay,
then I
you're
then
missing this. One more episode to go
yeah.
there. That's out.
Yeah, and then I had to go do something and I just haven't gone back to it. But yeah, it gave me all the 1990
Totally,
feels, right? Just
totally.
you hear the voices that they're a little off though, right?
Rogue's different. Like
Yeah.
Rogue for sure is not the same actress. Can't
I
be.
I think they're all the same actor. I think their vocal cords change in the last 20 years,
That could be possible.
right? And because yeah, you were younger and your body's a little bit different. 20 years later,
I'm
your
probably
voice is gonna be
hearing stuff different too, right?
yeah, your ears are definitely going to be breaking down over 20 years.
Listen, Bob.
That's pretty good. But yeah, I enjoyed the first episode. It was really nice to be immersed in that world again.
When did Cyclops get so badass? I think I always hated his character, and
Yeah,
I was like, wow, this guy's cool.
I always thought he was a whiny little dick and he didn't deserve Jean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always like admonishing Logan about something.
Well, I mean, Logan's trying to fuck his girlfriend. You can understand. And you know his
Listen,
girl.
Wolverine, how about you join the team for once?
Yeah,
Shut up, Bob.
I'm on Team Jean.
All covered in scorpions.
I think that's it for the new stuff. I'm still trying to finish up my King of the Hill.
Yeah,
We got a
back to that boring show.
season and a half left. Well, the new one's gonna come out next year, so
You'll be all caught up.
Yeah, I wonder what they're gonna do if they're gonna age them 10 years, 20 years.
I hope Bobby's like 47 years old.
Still
Hank's
living
in
at
a
home.
fucking retirement home, babbling about propane.
Except you can't have his cousin because Brittany Murphy died, so they're not gonna recast that.
Yeah,
Which is
who was that? Lurleen or something?
Luhan?
Luann.
Pretty close. Lurleen, Luhan. Yeah, why not?
It shows how much I know about that. Hey, Bobby. I was a kid the last time I watched that show. I was still a kid.
Yeah. I think last time I watched it is when pretty much we were working together. That's the last time I saw that show. And then,
Crazy.
yeah, I don't even remember the last two seasons. The stuff that I'm watching right now, I don't think I ever watched that when it was on TV. Because I would, you probably know, because you have all my old VHS.
That's right. Oh my.
You probably had the ones that was like Simpsons, King of the Hill, Family Guy, American Dad, X-Files. There was a VHS every single Sunday because I worked every Sunday. And it was
I
like,
watched through shitloads of those.
yeah, it was like a 3-4 hour section on Fox that night that I recorded and I'd watch when I got home after close.
How good was Married with Children? I never see repeats of that on.
I thought Married with Children, when I first got introduced to it, my uncle was playing it. My uncle in Grand Forks. And it was raunchy and dirty and yeah, it was right up my alley as like a 12-year-old kid, right?
Yeah.
Right up my alley as a grown up.
I
And
love it.
yeah, I enjoyed that. Did you ever watch Happily Ever After?
Happily Ever After.
It had that
Oh.
really hot chick, Nikki Cox was in it. And
Oh, yes, I did.
it
It's
had
sort
that
of
little
like,
that stuffed animal that did the talking, the dog or
yeah,
the cat or whatever.
yeah, and it was like a clone of Married with Children kind of.
Yeah. I enjoyed watching that a lot. Oh, and the son on that went off and did Entourage.
Yeah, and he was just like Bud, a weird short guy,
Yeah. And then, you know, the hot sister.
the hot sister.
Except she wasn't dumb. Kelly Bundy was an idiot, but his sister
True.
in Happily Ever After was not a moron.
And the dad was a drunk, just like Al, right?
I don't know.
And
I can't even
he would
I
talk
can't,
to his stuffed animal.
I remember that, but I can't remember what the dad or the mom looked like at all.
I can remember the dad, but not the mom.
But yeah, the stuffed animal, that was the voice of Bobcat Goldthwait from Police Academy.
Aha.
I wonder
Yeah.
what he's doing these days.
I don't know. I can't even do an approximation of his voice. Can you?
No, probably not. I'd have to like think about it. Off the cuff? No. I would just have to
No.
edit that out if I tried. It'd be terrible.
It would sound so bad.
No, it'd be so terrible. He's probably not doing that shtick anymore though.
He sort of just fell off the face of the earth,
Yeah. I wonder if
like
he
a
does
lot of those comedians did.
I wonder if he does any comedy tours.
Because there was that one that was on Married with Children all the time. He was so good, always yelling. What was that guy's name?
Sam Kinison?
Yes, thank you,
You're
Sam
welcome.
Kinison.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was always on Married with Children.
Yeah. He passed away, right?
Yes, he did. Too much cocaine.
Oh. Well, I mean, what if they gave him more? Would have jump-started his heart?
I don't think it works like that, Clay. Only in fucking Hangover too.
He's overdosing on cocaine. What do we do? Give him more cocaine.
Yeah, that's about it for new shows, I think.
Yeah. There's always stuff on Netflix, but I haven't logged into Netflix for like 3-4 weeks.
Three Body Problem.
That's a show?
That's a show that's on there right now. I always see the little. I have my Netflix set up so it kind of, if you're just hovering on a show,
Yeah.
it'll start playing like a little automatic trailer of it.
Ooh.
And I'm like, well, this looks kind of interesting. It's just the name that deters me.
Hmm. I was flipping through, I think it was Disney Plus yesterday. You know who Mark Strong is? He's
No.
he's one of the knights from the Kingsman. He's the bald guy,
Okay.
and he was also the bad guy in the Shazam movie.
Hmm. In the second Shazam movie?
No,
The first one.
the first one. He was the guy that who got
Oh,
all the power.
yes. Yes, I know who you're
So
referring
he,
to
he's
now.
got he's got a TV show. It's got 2 seasons and it's all about spies. It starts off with him and his family. I don't even remember what the name is. I watched like 10 minutes of it and I got invited to play Call of Duty, so I left. But the first like your 10-minute rule I think would work because he's with like 2 daughters in his house and he's going for a drive and this motorcycle is like he's looks like he lives in the middle of Montana, like the middle of nowhere. There's mountains in the background and long stretches of nothing.
Yeah.
And this motorcycle is like coming up behind him and these like sheep are blocking the road, so he has to stop his car and he sees this sinister motorcycle get closer and closer and closer and it pulls up right next to him and like glances over and stares at him before the sheep move and then the motorcycle moves and you see him like sweating, then he brushes his brow, and while that's happening it's flipping between that and then somewhere in the Middle East there's this guy driving to work and this motorcycle with blacked out like helmet pulls up next to this guy in traffic and puts like a magnetized bomb on his door and blows the car up, and this motorcycle's getting chased by the police. So it's like got a parallel motorcycle chasing a car kind of thing, and you're thinking it's going to happen to both of them. But I think he's an ex-spy living with his family, and
Yeah.
something happens and he has to get pulled back into the world. So yeah, the first
Hmm.
10 minutes I think is super intrigued, like just like watching it. I'm really enjoying it. And then my friends invited me to play Call of Duty, and I was like, yeah, I can do that.
And then you never went back to it.
Well, I mean, because I played till like 4 o'clock in the morning last night, and then I had to work at like 9 today, so I don't have
Hmm.
spring break.
Did you say what the name of that show was?
Off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you. I
Hmm.
don't know. If you look up Mark Strong,
Yeah, that'll probably get me the pertinent information.
I mean, Google's wonderful, or you could just ask Jamie.
Did you ever happen to check out that Red Oaks show I told you about?
I haven't. Red Oaks. Is it
Yeah,
on
Prime.
Prime? Okay, I added that to my playlist.
I
All right.
finished the whole thing. It was good. It's definitely worth a watch.
Oh, that's awesome. I can't find anything under Mark Strong. Oh,
He doesn't exist.
I've got movies. It's called Deep State.
Deep State.
Ooh, and it's got oh, it looks like the guy from Justified, Boyd Crowder. Did you
Does it
watch?
have any women in it?
Well, I don't watch anything with women. That's so gay, dude.
Come on. You're like, oh yeah, Mark Strong.
And anytime I date a girl, she's always really excited to tell her friends that my boyfriend's so not into chicks, like it's only about me. He doesn't even watch porn with girls in it. They're very excited to tell their friends.
I'll bet.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's not
Deep
a red
State.
flag at all.
No, not at all. So yeah, Deep State.
It's going
Uh,
on the list. I'll give it the 10-minute rule.
and I don't know where to find. I think it's probably Disney Plus. Oh, there's some chicks in it.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah, they're both hot. So Smash and Smash.
Yeah, they're on TV. Of course they're hot.
Oh, that's how that works.
Yeah.
I don't
No
know.
one
I
wants
saw.
to look at ugly people.
So are you saying Gorlock the Destroyer can't get her own show?
That's right.
Oh, well, that's too bad. I think Gorlock probably believes that she can get her own show.
Confidence sometimes makes it work, but
She thinks that we're all in her DMs. You don't send her private messages?
it's a niche market for that kind of thing.
I would avoid Gorlock the Destroyer. That's not for me.
Me neither.
Do you think our listeners know who Gorlock the Destroyer is?
I don't know who Garlock the Destroyer is.
Oh, you should Google it right now.
Okay, how do you spell Gorlock?
Gorlock.
Okay.
Gorlock the Destroyer.
Ooh, wow, pops right up.
Of course it does.
Oh, I recognize this
You,
person.
you see them in podcasts?
I saw them like there's a guy that's blindfolded and he's
Oh,
listening to her talk
yeah.
and then he takes his blindfold off and he goes, "Oh Jesus Christ, no!" And then he
Yeah.
like walks off the set.
Yeah, that's the would you date me kind of thing. Yeah, I've seen that.
It's a real life Jabba the Hutt.
Well, did you see that? Somebody remixed Jabba Hutt when she talks into the microphone in a podcast.
Oh, perfect.
So yeah, there's a girl sitting next to her. She goes, "Yeah, my name is Cindy. I go to USC, UCLA. I wait tables on weekends. I'm hoping to get my master's in this." And then the mic goes over to Gorlock, and it's like,
I am Gorlock, destroyer of worlds.
and then somebody else dubbed Optimus Prime. I am Optimus Prime. It's
Man,
mean. It's mean.
I feel bad for them.
Yeah. Well, they are them. They're they're
Oh, so I
they're
nailed it.
yeah. Do you
They're
feel
them.
bad? They're famous. They're probably making money.
I do feel bad because, I mean, they had to go through life, and things are a little harder when you look like that.
Hmm. I
Life's
guess
hard
so.
enough as a guy, middle of the road person.
Yeah. Very average.
I think we're middle of the road people as far as our looks go, are we not?
I would say so. On a good day, we could be a 7.
Yeah, we're a we're a fucking I'm a mission 7 at least.
I'm a Mission 10. What the fuck you talking about? You ever been to Mission? Yeah, dude, I live there.
uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm not gonna get picked out of a crowd to smash.
me neither. I'm okay with that.
I don't know, are you?
I am. I think that it would be just as hard, like if I was a super Adonis of a dude, because you would, I don't know, I don't think you'd ever have anything meaningful going on. 'Cause you're just a piece of meat, like a hot chick.
Yeah, but wouldn't you, being you, would you not make that different?
I don't think I would be me if I was that.
You think you would become just the piece of meat?
Yeah, because I would have had my whole life up until now where I could just have any chick I wanted, right? It'd be a whole different thing,
So it's like Peter Griffin when he's part of the Beautiful People's Club.
if you say so.
You've never seen it?
No.
Oh, he gets plastic surgery and he becomes gorgeous.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, the club he belongs to gives him this pill that makes his farts smell like cinnamon buns. So, and yeah, he's just walking around. He's like, yeah, because I'm beautiful. He goes, when you're beautiful like me, even doors open up for you. And he's standing in front of those automatic doors at the grocery store,
And it pops right open.
right? Oh man, when you're beautiful, even doors open for you.
What about when Mr. Garrison becomes David Hasselhoff?
Fucking awesome.
So good.
Fuck, South Park was like 15, 20 years ahead of their time,
Oh, they're the best. And they
right?
can't be canceled for some reason.
What do you mean it can't be?
They can't be canceled. They doesn't matter what the topic is. They will cut right to the heart of it and no one says anything. They
Oh,
still go.
whenever I think of South Park, I always think like it's such a money-making machine, right? Like massive money-making machine. So the people at Paramount, they're gonna back whatever Trey and Matt do. They are because they don't want to lose that moneymaker. Number two, the reason they can keep going on and going on and going on is they have yet to apologize. Once you do that, the floodgates are open.
I was gonna bring that up, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, as soon
That's the explanation to why they've managed to never been canceled is
yeah,
because they refuse to own up, like to apologize. That it's all made up, so
yeah. No, I'm with you. Like you've seen the celebrities that will apologize for a tweet from 10 years ago, and
yeah.
and then all of a sudden all you see over the next 6 months is people digging up more tweets and more texts and something that was written somewhere or something that was said in an interview just to make them apologize for that. Like once you apologize that first fucking time, you have to keep apologizing for the rest of your life
Never back down.
because there's going to be cunts out there who want nothing more than to see you fucking destroyed.
And with nothing but time on their hands to dig up all those skeletons in one's
Right.
closet.
And yeah, the South Park people are just like, they don't even address, yeah, we're not going to apologize. They just ignore it.
No, they don't. They just
Like,
go,
yeah, like even in interviews and stuff, they're like, well, don't you feel like you should be like canceled by now? Like, our audience doesn't think we should be canceled. Like, they just don't even answer the question.
no, don't even acknowledge it. They're geniuses.
Yeah, oh, a pure genius. And I wish more companies and people and businesses would go that route
So do I.
because I think the world would turn back into a better place.
I think it's slowly turning back.
It's going to take a long time.
It's going to take a long time to heal all those wounds and
And
to get into people's perception back to reality. And
this is weird. I work with a guy that worked at like a ski resort last year, and he was one of the very few Canadians working there. It's all people from Europe and Australia working at the ski resort.
okay,
And he said that all they talked about was how weird it was in Canada that they them pronouns mattered. Like, why is this such a hot topic? Like, can't you just forget about it? Like, why is it such a thing that matters? Like, we've been dealing with this for like 80 years and nobody cares. Everyone's happy. You just let them be. Like, why is it such a thing here? Like, why are your people trying to turn everything around to say how wrong you are if you don't agree? Like, can't you just look the other way and be like, I don't agree with you? Okay, that's cool. And we move on. They said it's a weird North American thing where these things actually matter because
yeah,
not that they don't matter over there. That's not what I'm saying. Right? I'm not saying that they don't matter. I'm just saying that it's such a like a first nature thing that they don't it's not a big deal. You just
yeah,
let
because
people be people.
they're not making it so obvious. It's because it is an obvious thing. If it matters to someone, then respect that. And if, but it's almost like it's cool over there, so cool that you don't even have to talk about it.
Exactly.
Where
It,
here, it's crammed in your fucking face.
yeah. You ever watch those people doing their little like my choice, my choice? You ever see that girl
Oh, for
yelling?
sure. Yeah,
And he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what are you doing? Like, do you not have anything better to do with your day than go to some rally and yell at a guy who's there? Like, why are you
There's nothing they would rather do. That's the problem.
wouldn't you just be happier just living?
You
And
would think so, but
I don't know. I don't want to step on toes. I don't know what it is. It's not like I don't believe in a cause or the cause. I just don't understand why I've got to shove my opinion down someone else's throat.
I think people get swept up into things
Like we talk about our opinions here, right? All the time.
all the time. Answers.
Answers for everything. Is it though? But we don't try and make other people believe the same shit.
I don't try to. I mean, everyone should like what I like, shouldn't they?
Well, yeah, well, I mean, sure, yeah, that's the great way to live society.
And if
Yeah.
they don't, fuck them, right? Isn't that
Oh,
what we're?
yeah, yeah. It's they're the problem, and we need to end them.
Yeah.
We need to destroy everything in their life until they believe what I believe.
What I do because I'm
Um,
right. I would have to be,
wow. Wow.
wouldn't I be?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Bullshit.
we're gonna go. Oh, you're the heavyweight champion. Never mind. Yeah, that makes sense. Hmm.
That's right.
I was going through, I have a little like a treasure trove of goodies inside big camping coolers in my laundry room. Whenever I
Okay.
find chips, pop, cereal, stuff that is, unique to, limited edition stuff, or whenever I travel somewhere and I bring stuff back. I was going through it yesterday to get snacks for my kids for school because I buy when the snacks are a good deal, I buy the 3 for $9 or whatever it is at Walmart for
Yeah.
the Dunkaroos and shit like that. So I was trying to find some like cookies and like Captain Crunch bars to bring upstairs, and I found this
Ooh, a Fanta, green Fanta, tropical something.
exotic tropical.
Okay.
So this I bought this in Paris last year, and I must have brought it back with me and put it in the cooler on the bottom and didn't realize it was there until 2 days ago.
Was it full? Like
Oh yeah, it was full.
uncracked? Oh,
No, no, it
nice.
was uncracked. Yeah, I brought it back with me. I was like, this is nice. Because I've had the Fanta exotic. There's like a red one. I can't describe the flavor.
Well,
Fruit.
describe the flavor of that tropical one if you would be so kind.
Well, this one here, it tastes like pear, apple, and like guava.
That sounds pretty tasty.
So that's the best way for me to describe it. Usually there's pictures of fruit on the bottom of the logo of what's inside.
Yeah.
Like there's a passion fruit one that I've had, and yeah, there's nothing on this one.
It
How
looks
weird
like
is
lime. Like if you're gonna guess, I'd be like, oh, it's lime flavored.
Oh, I guess it's an import because on the back there's a sticker and it's all in looks like German. Uh Exotisch ein Inflitzen ifren guten Starrank. So yeah, I think I got it in Paris, but it was imported from fucking
Germany.
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 Weird. I didn't even notice that when I bought it. I thought it was a French one.
Wow. I love different sodas from different regions.
Well, I'm going back to France in May, so I'll see if I can bring something back.
Have you ever tried Iron Brew?
I have.
It's so gross.
Yes, I have. I didn't know what it was, but I had to buy it when I was in Scotland and I bought one can and it tastes like I don't know why is there sucralose and sugar in it? I'm kind of blown away by that.
That's the secret ingredient.
It's like there's sugar and sucralose. Why would you do that? Or aspartame, sorry. Sugar and aspartame, I think is it. What the fuck? Why would you have a sweetener and a fake sweetener in there?
It probably allowed them to use half the amount of sugar.
Yeah. But it tastes terrible. It's like a really terrible cough medicine. And most cough
Yes, I was going to
medicine.
say medicine. Tastes like
Well,
medicine and soap.
yeah. Very terrible.
But they
But
love it. They love
I
it out there.
I had an amazing Schweppes coconut. So
Oh,
Schweppes in Europe isn't just ginger ale or tonic water. Schweppes is the brand name, which we all know
hmm.
that, but they have Schweppes cola, they have Schweppes coconut, Schweppes mojito, like different flavors of Schweppes.
Wild.
And
So it's like Fago.
yeah, exactly. And I had one in Paris last year that was coconut, and I brought one back for a guy I worked with, and he was just like, "Wow, this is really fucking good." I go, "Yeah, I kind of wish I brought more back for myself because it's by far one of the tastiest carbonated beverages I'd purchased in many, many years." And
Interesting.
yeah, so I'm gonna be in Germany, Switzerland, Andorra, and France on in 15 days. Well,
Heck yeah.
for 15 days. So I'm hoping to find something cool. I found something cool at McDonald's there though. I always go to McDonald's, you know that.
Of
But
course you do.
Andorra has shaker fries. So there's spice packets that you get
Hmm.
with your fries, and there's a lid, and you shake it, and your fries are seasoned.
How many different flavors?
There's only two. This was last month when I
Uh,
was looking. So I don't know what they are now. I don't know if they're still there, but I'm very excited
not
to try them.
nacho cheese and salt and vinegar, and then you mix the two together.
Ooh, salt and vinegar nacho cheese.
Yeah.
I'm in.
You know those popcorn places? They're always in the mall.
Kernels.
Kernels, thank you.
Yeah.
One time they made that recipe by accident. They're like, oh yeah, we mixed half 50 salt and vinegar and nacho, and it was
Yeah.
delicious.
Oh, that's awesome because I love like Doritos and Cheetos and stuff. I love the flavor of the nacho cheese powder.
Yeah,
But yeah, salt and
definitely.
vinegar with it. Yeah, why the fuck not?
Yeah, and I love the collisions. Like in a handful, it's two different chips.
Yeah. Did you try the dill pickle? The
Damn right. Cool
yeah.
Ranch, so
Oh my
good.
God. Yeah, amazing. I'm very pissed off that they haven't brought back dill pickle Doritos back to Canada.
They need a spicy dill pickle.
Oh, you like the Miss Vicky's?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. The
Have you
spicy.
tried the spicy ketchup?
I was just gonna say, have you tried the spicy ketchup? Yeah, it's so good.
I don't like ketchup chips, so I didn't try them.
Yeah, I like them. I dip my pickle ones, the spicy pickle in sour cream.
You know how there was like a thing with Sriracha and like that company that had like the rooster on the bottle like
Yeah,
disappeared and went away?
yeah.
I finally found a Sriracha that I like,
And
and it took me a long, long time. And it's not a rooster. I'm trying to remember what's on it. It's like Hu Hung Hoi or something is the brand name, and it's
you're not trying
finally
to be
tastes like it.
you're not
No,
trying
not
to.
trying to be racist.
Okay.
That's actually the name.
Yeah. I know that Superstore had a whole bunch in like end caps. Instead of sriracha on the shelves, they had it in like metal baskets near like the meat section.
Oh,
And
like on the ends of the aisle?
yeah, but not even in like the sauce area, just like right there. I was like, why the fuck is all the sriracha here? Because I know we had a shortage of sriracha last year in Canada, fucking
What
everywhere.
happened to the rooster guys though? They
Well,
lost their bid on it?
I don't know. What I found really weird is when I was in Europe last year, I found that rooster sriracha at every
Yeah.
fucking grocery store I was in.
What the hell?
And it
Canada
pissed,
doesn't get it.
I don't know, it pissed me off because my work used it and all of a sudden we had to find a substitute and I couldn't find it. And I was going to Walmart to buy these like $5 little bottles of Frank's Red Hot sriracha. And instead of
But now
get,
you need to look for the Han Hu Hoi.
well, we found a substitute that we get through our distributor and it tastes pretty good. But yeah, just it was all over Europe, in Switzerland and France. Tons of
Hmm.
sriracha with the rooster on it, fucking everywhere.
I love sriracha for some reason. It's so good.
If you could find a sriracha spice, do you guys have a like a Nutters or Bulk Barn?
We do have Bulk Barn, but
So they have a little
I
spice area where you can get popcorn seasoning
okay,
and chili peppers and peppercorn. They might have a sriracha powder for like wings and popcorn and stuff.
interesting.
Yeah, because that's where I get my popcorn seasoning, my dill pickles and all dressed and whatever I'm putting on popcorn when I'm feeling frisky.
I'm
And
pretty sure the sambal sauce is still looks the same with the rooster on it.
the what?
The sambal sauce, it's kind of like thicker chili sauce, but
Hmm,
it's still got the rooster, and you can still buy it.
weird. Maybe the sriracha peppers, the crops were fucked.
I heard something. I'm not sure if that's what it was or if there was some sort of a conspiracy with the company or something, but
I'd love there to be a conspiracy.
kind of want to get to the bottom of it now.
This is like an X-Files, but really not weird enough yet.
You and I should fly out there and get to the bottom of this.
So wherever they
We
make
need to fly
sriracha,
out there and get to the bottom of this. Yeah, wherever that is. It's in Sriracha.
well, that's a place.
It
I,
must be.
I thought sriracha was the type of pepper.
Usually it's like Tabasco is a place,
I know that's a type of pepper though, is it not?
and
It
it's a
only
place
it only grows in one place, doesn't it? The
in
Tabasco.
Tabasco.
Oh, well, I mean, is it named after the place or did they name the place after the thing?
These are the big questions we need to answer.
Okay. So I just asked Jamie to ask me where sriracha's made. It's the sauce is produced by Hui Fong Foods, a California manufacturer, and was created in 1980 by David Tran, a Chinese Vietnamese immigrant to the US from Vietnam.
Interesting.
Oh, he's still the owner. It's 2023. He started selling it from a Chevy van in Los Angeles in 1980.
Oh, that's not sketchy at all. Now it's a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah, it's $1 billion business. He says his goal was to always make a rich man's hot sauce at a poor man's price. God bless his heart.
Those pioneers, man. Still doesn't solve the mystery of the rooster.
So we're only flying to California. That seems kind of lame. I was hoping we were
That's
flying.
so lame. I thought we were going to Da Nang.
Yeah, I was like, are we going to like India or something? Where are we going to find this? Does sriracha go bad?
Definitely does, because I have some in my fridge I had to throw out.
Oh, well, we don't want that.
No, we don't. What a
Hmm.
waste. I didn't even know I had it. I feel so bad about it.
Oh, it says now they're sourcing their peppers from various suppliers, and that change is why the ingredients, and that change in ingredients is why the flavor has changed. So they're
Oh,
not going by their original farm with their original peppers.
so they
Hmm.
couldn't keep the rooster because of that?
I don't know. Weird.
Yeah, that is weird. You like sriracha though, eh?
I do like sriracha.
It's tasty.
It is. You ever eat hot honey?
I love hot honey too, especially on a pepperoni pie.
Hmm. I would bet you if you mix sriracha with honey, you get a really nice combination.
That I have done before, but I always throw in like I'll throw like garlic and ginger into a pestle and mortar, bust it up real fine into a paste, and then pour honey into that, soy sauce, fish sauce, hoisin sauce, and then I make a like it's my version of like a honey garlic.
Yeah. What do you use it on? Everything?
Everything, mostly chicken. I'll just do
Hmm.
that on some chicken, marinate it, cook it up, have that with just rice, tons of sriracha on top.
Sounds delicious. Does
So
your
good.
does your butthole ever burn from the amount of sriracha?
Never, not once from sriracha
Oh, I had my
or
butt.
Tabasco.
I'm not a Tabasco fan. I find that the flavor isn't very good. It's spicy, but it's got more spice than it has flavor.
I like the flavor because it tastes like it's been aged in an oak barrel.
Hmm. Not one of those barrels where you, me, and Charlie Ray sit in and put our wieners through the hole, right?
Not the glory barrel, no.
Oh, no, no. Man, that's bringing back some memories.
I can picture it in my head every time. It's on a spindle, so it
Yeah.
moves, it
Or
revolves.
or that time that we just put that barrel in that back alley and hid in it with our dongs hanging out to see how many people would like lick it or flick it or suck on it. That was
What a
awesome.
disappointment that was.
Well, I mean, mine kept getting played with, but I think it was a stray dog. Like I'm not
Mine was
sure.
just getting pecked at by crows the whole time.
Thought it was a worm. Nice. And now we've lost all our listeners.
The podcast comes to a screeching halt.
No, I don't think so.
No, we're on a groove here. We're vibing.
Yeah, man. Like 165 episodes or something. 155?
Is that how many you done?
I don't know. I think I'm editing 157 right now. I'm like 10 minutes
You
from.
must have a few in the kitty.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some because when I'm gone for 2 weeks, I need them to be uploaded while I'm out and about.
Yeah.
So I need to make sure that before I go, we have a bunch edited and ready to go. Like they're on the website right now. There's the next 4 weeks already there.
Nice.
And at like between midnight and 1 a.m. on Sunday, every Sunday from today on, they're just gonna automatically
auto release.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm trying to do things a little more automated instead of
having a stress.
Oh my God, so much stress. Having a bunch recorded is super not stressful.
Way better. And a bunch recorded and already edited?
Yeah. As long as I keep it up. If I can edit one a week, I'm still going to be a month ahead because there's 4 right now. So unfortunately, I won't be able to edit when I'm gone for 2 weeks.
No.
So yeah, I'm hoping to get a lot more up there. All I need is dumb fucks to come on here and talk. Do you know anyone?
Yeah, it just so happens I do. You're looking at them.
Oh, excellent. I love dumb fucks.
Yeah.
I get along with them really well because I am one of them.
That's why it's a perfect union.
Yeah. We should create an Urban Dictionary term.
Okay.
Something with a barrel. We could call it like the redneck spindle. The redneck gyroscope. What would you call it?
The Mississippi spindle?
Well, see, there's so many things with Mississippi and it always has to do with shit. So
we don't want that.
I don't want that. What's another for the hillbilly? Okay. Instead of spindle, something that spins
something that rotisseries? Revolves.
The hillbilly rotisserie? No, we're not cooking our wieners.
We're not spinning like that. We're going like this, revolving.
Hillbilly rotation? Hillbilly record player.
Turntable. The hillbilly turntable.
And that's when you get three naked dudes into a big barrel
with 3 holes.
With 3 holes, and they hang their wangs out of the hole.
And you just grab one and spin it.
Yeah, but why would you spin it? There's got to be a purpose. Like, there's got to be a reasoning. It can't just be 3 guys in a barrel with their dicks hanging through holes. There has to be something.
It's something at a carnival.
Okay.
And each penis is a different color.
Okay.
And when it lands on a certain prize that the penis would be pointing at, like behind here and all around would be a wall of like prizes.
Okay.
With a different quadrant. So when the corresponding penis lines up with the corresponding prize slot, that's what you win.
Okay, so you have to pick which penis is going to be pointing at the prize.
You pick the color.
Yeah.
And
then you spin the turntable with the barrel.
You have to grab that color penis and wrench on it as hard as you can.
Okay. What if
spinning?
What if you have to do it like The Price is Right? You know, where like they grab the wheel and they push it down? What if you have to grab the penis, but you have to grab it, spin it, grab the second one, spin it, grab the third one, spin it? You get 3 grips. And after the third one, that's the last momentum you can put onto the barrel. And when it stops spinning, if the penis you originally picked points at the prize, you win the prize. And if it doesn't, you have to suck off the other 2 penises.
Till the paint's gone.
Yeah. Hillbilly turntable.
Hillbilly turntable.
I'm going to talk to Dora about that because she used to work at the carnival, and I'm going to run this by her because she might have some ideas.
I was telling my kids today how I don't get along very well with carnies. Because they have the fair right now in Mission. It's like down in the Junction parking lot. You know how the West Coast Amusement travels from town to town?
Yeah.
Sets up a fair with all the rides and all the expensive shit. They're there for 3 days and then they're gone. I remember back when I was a kid, I used to get into fights with them all the time.
Why would you fight a carny?
I just don't like them. Their hands smell like cabbage. They have strange customs. And anyway, they always had this special whistle they would do whenever they saw me, and then there'd be a whole bunch of carnies would come running out.
So I'm just picturing like Willy Wonka has that flute and all the Oompa Loompas come out when he plays it.
Very similar, except carnies, bunch of crackheads with missing teeth.
so that the head carny carries a special whistle, and when he
Yeah.
blows it, all the
No,
other car.
it's not a special whistle. He just does it with his
Oh,
fingers and his
okay.
mouth,
With his
and they all
cabbage,
know it.
with his
Somehow they
cabbage
know.
fingers.
Maybe that's why they smell. That's all they can afford to eat is cabbage.
Oh, there's no way that's all they can afford to eat. Have you not gone to the fair and paid those prices? They eat like fucking kings.
It costs a lot of money to keep all those machines going in a safe and effective manner.
Did they sing before they tried to beat you up?
I don't know, man. I was running pretty fast.
How old were you when you realized that the carnies were after you?
Between like 13 and 16.
So you're at 12, you're just at the fair, you're like, I don't like these guys. And at 13, you're like, these guys are definitely trying to fuck me up.
I can't remember exactly what happened, but I was trying to impress my girlfriend at the time, and I think like I thought one of the games were rigged or something, so I like went behind there to try to fucking show him that the game was rigged, and he didn't take too kindly to it.
Well, if you had just played the Hillbilly Turntable by all the rules, you would have won and it would have been fine.
I can't wait to see one of these set up at the fair. That's got to be a pretty big barrel though to fit the three of us in there
Well, yeah,
back to back.
yeah, obviously. I mean, back to front's not going to work. Our wieners are going to be tucked somewhere else instead of on the outside holes.
What color do you want your penis to be colored?
So, oh, you're not talking about skin color, like flesh color. You're talking about painting it a color.
Yeah, so that you
Oh,
can, it's obvious. Like
I
one
was th
yellow, one red, one
okay. I was
blue.
thinking that we had to grab three different dudes with different flesh colors, but
No way,
you're going all out. Oh shit.
me, you, and Charlie Ray. Got
Okay.
three guys. It's us.
Everybody likes a black dong, so can I paint mine black?
Absolutely.
They're gonna be disappointed when they look at it and go, "That's not a
Yeah,
black dong."
that's not. That's painted.
Yeah. Okay, that makes way more sense now that we're painting our penises.
I choose red because I'm a native man.
And also, if they pull too hard and tear the skin, you
Then
won't be
no
able
problem.
you won't be able to tell that it's bleeding.
Bleeding profusely.
Oh yeah. So that description is pretty long. So do you just want to say the Hillbilly Turntable is a game they play at the fair in the Deep
Okay.
South,
Primarily.
primarily in the Deep South, where you take three grown men, completely naked, into a barrel, put the lid on it. They go three men back to back to back in a barrel. They
Yeah.
insert their penises through the three holes that are in the
That are
barrel.
drilled into the barrel and equidistant between each other.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
they spray paint them black, red, and
whatever Charlie Ray decides. Should we
and
decide for him?
we should decide for him. It's his
It's
fault he's
brown
not
then.
here. It's brown?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the ass man.
Yes, well, I mean, he gets his butthole eaten, so that's different.
It's fine. He's brown.
And you choose which dong will be pointing at the prize wall
Yeah,
after you spin, and then you grab one dong, you spin, you grab the next dong, you give it another spin, and then you
even
grab that
harder.
yeah, you grab that third dong and you give it one final spin, and when the turntable finally stops, and you hope for your dong that you chose to be pointing at the prize rack. If
At the
not,
PlayStation 5.
at the PlayStation 5. And if it doesn't point at it, what happens?
Well, then the two losers, you have to suck their paint off.
I kind of
No,
want
it's a
my
fair game.
you have to suck their paint off.
Yeah,
But then you tell them, or that the secret is that it's not water soluble paint.
poisonous.
They'll be sucking for some time. That's pretty good, man.
It's not bad.
This Urban Dictionary stuff is easy.
From the twisted minds.
Of the Answers for Everything podcast
That's
brings
right.
you, brings you a new parlor game to play at any fair that you attend in the South, Deep South.
Maybe I should go pitch it to those guys right now. I'll be
Yeah,
getting
but
beat
then
up in the process.
you're gonna play the little whistle and you're gonna have to run.
Can't run too good anymore.
Can you?
Not like when I was 17 or 16.
No. I noticed something the other day. I was walking down the stairs at my house and I got to the second to last step and my knee made a weird little grind kind of thing.
Yeah,
And I just stopped and I looked down. I was like, that's new.
bone on bone.
that's not a thing that's happened to me ever, and this doesn't feel good. And then I kept walking, it was fine, but I was like, oh fuck, is this gonna be a thing where I'm gonna be walking up the stairs, my knee's just gonna give out at one point?
Well, do you have any athletic things that you do? Do you have any hobbies that
No,
provide you that require you to get your heart rate up?
I don't. I literally stand on my feet at work for like 10 hours a day.
Hmm.
So I think the heavier I am, the more my knees are going to be trying to take like all the force. So if I lose some weight, I should be okay.
Yeah, I
I,
mean,
I'm not a
it'll
doctor.
help.
I'm not a doctor. So that's the best I got.
I mean, it couldn't hurt.
Yeah. How's your bike riding?
It's going excellent, actually. And
Excellent.
another cool thing, you know how I said I might be looking into getting a new vehicle?
Yeah?
I went and test drove a whole bunch of them.
How'd that feel?
It was very fun, but I didn't find anything I wanted.
None of the right-hand drive Odysseys?
They had them all, but they were too gutless. Like I want the souped up version. I think it's called Honda Odyssey Absolute.
Ooh.
But these were just regular models, and I took them for a test drive, and they were way too gutless.
Hmm.
I tried to rat bag the shit out of those six vehicles I drove to. Just fucking bang! Let's see
Get,
how high I can fucking take the RPMs.
you'd be like Kramer, run it till there's no gas in the tank.
Just Thelma and Louise style, hand in hand with the dealership guy. No, they send you by yourself now. Like I was like, he's like, hey,
Really?
do you want to test drive it? I'm like, yeah, hop in. He's like, no, you go by yourself. Just gives me the keys. I was like, okay, bye.
That's really fucked up.
And I did that with six different cars. It was fucking fun.
Do you think it's because they can't afford to have more employees on?
Nope, I just think that's the way they do things now. They took a picture of my driver's license and said, okay, go ahead.
Hmm. That seems odd to me. I like it.
Me too.
I
Give me
like
the
being
freedom to do
surprised.
what I wanted.
Do you not like being surprised?
Not usually, not
Well,
typically.
something like that.
That's a nice surprise.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't want the, oh, surprise, your car's gonna cost $2,800 for that broken sensor. I don't want
Those are
that.
the only surprises that really enter my life. Is like, surprise, you're
Uh-huh.
having the shingles. Surprise, you've incurred a debt of some kind, or it's never good.
Yeah, like driving my trucks, all the sensors came on, the car came to a halt. Fucking stupid. The sensor said, "Oh, your StabiliTrak is gone. Your anti-lock brakes isn't working." And then 10 minutes later, the sensors didn't say that. Everything was fine. I was like, "All right, whatever." But yeah, when I took it in, they took it for a test drive, and they said, "Yeah, your these sensors are malfunctioning." So yeah, it cost me $1,100 for them to replace a sensor.
Hmm.
11. And they said, "Yeah, your sensor could be working, but that's just it. It's broken. So it's either truthful by saying it's not working or it's lying and it is still working. Either way, do you want to risk it?" I was like, no, I don't want to die. Thanks.
Hmm.
Just fix it. So that kind of pissed me off. That's one of those surprises I didn't like.
That's expensive.
Yeah, it sucks. But then Charlie Ray gets the surprise of a chick chowing down on his butthole, and he liked that surprise.
That's not a surprise I'd be into.
Oh, me neither. But I mean, if she's loving it, then I'm more inclined to enjoy what's happening if she's enjoying it.
I've definitely had gals attempt that before, though, and I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Stop that. Oh, you're not into that? Not really.
Hey, there's I don't know, musky smell and pubes, so stay away.
Yeah, I mean, fingers don't belong in there.
Oh, the fingers are okay. I thought you were talking about chowing down.
Well, that I would never even get a gal close to do that, but
How, how hot would she have to be for you to make that possibility, like a reality?
like Margot Robbie hot,
That's pretty hot. I don't think you're gonna find many of those lying around.
probably not.
And if you do, can you send at least one this way? I will pay good money.
When I'm done with her,
No, that's fine too. I don't mind sloppy seconds or 23rds if it looks like Margot Robbie.
well, definitely, who knows what she'll encounter on the way to your place,
Well, I mean, I do live in the prairies. There's a lot of really gross guys out here. Still worth it though. Well,
possibly.
wouldn't you think? Wouldn't you say so?
I mean, if it was Margot Robbie, yeah, I do say so.
So she's been around the block 20 times and plowed by
Wouldn't bother
200.
me.
You'd be like, all right, my turn. Josh is
My
in the
turn.
house.
Yeah, because women that are that hot deserve to have that many partners. They're just that hot.
Yeah. Not like us sixes. We don't
No,
we don't get that luxury.
Hell no.
No, nobody's lined up saying, "Hey, when's my turn with Josh or Mr. Clay?" No,
I
not.
wish.
I know.
Some hot girls in a room somewhere talking about us.
You think that's a reality?
That would be cool.
You think you'll ever know?
No.
You think they'll ever come to you and be like, "Oh my God, back in high school, I had the hugest crush on you. Me and my friends wanted to do a three-way, but it never happened." And you're like, "Oh, thanks for letting me know 25 years later. That's awesome. I appreciate that.
I'd rather not know.
My life's sad enough. I don't need that disappointment."
Exactly.
That's one of those sad surprises.
That falls in the category of a bad surprise.
Did we talk about the blackberry ginger ale and the blackberry Crown Royal?
I think we did.
Hmm. It's sold out in town here. Blackberry Crown.
But not the ginger ale?
Ginger ale's been sold out for months, so you can't find it pretty much anywhere. And I've been looking because I grabbed 2 bottles of the Crown for my stepdad, and unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give him 2 cans of my personal stash of ginger ale, which by the time he drinks it in September will be quite expired. But
Oh,
I
that
mean,
don't matter.
that's what I say. I mean, I just drank a Fanta from Paris or slash Germany that
From
expired
years
probably.
ago.
Well, it's from last year, not quite a year ago, eight
Did it
months.
still have its fizz?
Oh, it did.
Yeah. So who cares?
It expired. Oh, in Europe. So December 3rd, 2023.
Hmm.
I drink
Not
that
that long
fucking.
ago?
No,
No, that's fine.
I still have lemon pepper that I got when I worked with you.
Oh wow.
It got sent by mistake. It wasn't even on the invoice. It was just dropped off, and it had a different restaurant sticker on it. I was like, I'm taking that home, and
Yoink.
yeah, it's a box like 8 inches by 4 inches by 4 inches, and
Yeah.
it's still half full. Lemon pepper I've had for 20 years. Guess what
And
it
it's
tastes
not
like?
just a solid block of
No. Guess what it
no
tastes like?
lemon pepper.
That's right.
Uh-huh. So just as advertised.
Just as advertised.
Yeah,
It's
and I
not
don't think it's gonna go bad soon.
probably
Not
not.
gonna
I mean,
mold.
didn't they take ships from like the old world to the new world with spices on it and shit? And that stuff sat in cases and stuff for years.
And you know what? It didn't have any sodium nitrite in it to keep it from not being shelf stable. So I think you're okay.
Hmm. That's the stuff that makes it not cake, right?
Yeah, and it makes it last for a super long time without any kind of spoiling occurring.
Oh, that's what I
And it
want.
causes cancer, so
Oh, perfect.
that's good.
That's one of those, oh, surprise that you don't want to hear.
Yay! What does it do? Oh,
They're
it
like, yeah.
makes the food last longer. Okay, perfect.
And then after that, we'll give you Margot Robbie after she's had her bicycle ride with 400 other dudes. Worth it.
Worth it. Barbie.
Hmm. Which I never watched. Did you?
I did. Yeah. My kids
And?
wanted to watch it and I watched it. It was terrible.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. Whenever it's on a streaming thing that I don't have to pay for it, I'll watch it.
It's on Crave.
Oh, well, I don't have Crave.
Oh, well, there you go.
I know. I only had Crave to watch Sons of Anarchy. I had it free for 30 days and I watched fucking all of them.
I can't live without Curb Your Enthusiasm, so
Yeah,
I
I
have
need
to
to
have it.
get caught up. It's been years.
So good. So good. The most brilliant comedic. I know everyone has what they like, but Curb's definitely what I like as far
Yeah.
as I just laugh the whole time.
Yeah. I just feel bad for all the people Larry David encounters because he's got all these rules in his head that he thinks society should follow and he assumes we all know them.
I'd know them all. Yeah. I'm like, oh,
Well,
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, Larry.
yeah. No,
It's the
no,
unwritten rule.
I see it and it's like, really, that's not right. Why is that happening? But I'm not going to be, I'm not going to die on that hill like Larry does. He
That's
dies
what
on
makes
that.
him so great. Yeah, he
He, di-
just
he dies on that
jumps
hill.
right into the fire,
Yeah.
so we don't have to.
Well, I hate to say, but it's probably time that we part ways.
Okay. Did we come up with some good answers today?
Spring break, time and a half, hillbilly turntable. Good surprises versus bad surprises.
What else?
Hmm.
How fun it was to watch the redo of Roadhouse.
Oh yeah, that's right. Roadhouse. I don't think I have anything else.
Well, we had answers for something. That's what the show's called, right?
Well, if I asked you a question, you would have an answer. Did you want to answer?
Absolutely.
Okay. Would you rather have Elon Musk plow you from behind while giving you a reach around until you finish? Or would you rather do the same thing to Sylvester Stallone, but the reach around isn't really a reach around because he's trans and he's got a vagina instead of a dick?
I'll take Sly Stallone all day long.
And the whole time he's telling you to rub his clit.
He's going,
Rub my clit.
hey, Adrian.
That's so beautiful.
That's a great place to end on.
Yeah, there's a good answer for everyone.
Yeah, Sly Stallone.
All right, Josh. Thanks for stopping by.
All right, Clay, you have a good one, eh?
You too, man. We'll chat next week.
Absolutely.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Oh, there we
jocks,
go.
Man, I never got along with him. Oh, is he here? I don't see him yet.
Can't see me?
I can see you.
Okay, you're good.
So I got stuff to do. I have to go shopping. Ask Josh.
Yeah, some delicious sodas.
Josh showed me new things that he got. Show Charlie.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, I'll try.
But not the French side, because he can't read the French side.
Oh,
Je ne parle pas français
Can we see it?
avec
You gotta lift it up a tiny bit. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. Black
Okay.
cherry, huh?
That's
Black
one.
cherry ginger ale.
Mm.
Flavored with that cane sugar.
Did you ask it for white ginger ale, and that's what Google AI gave you?
Check this one out.
Peach mango.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mango.
I gotta go try and track those fuckers down.
So far, the black cherry is pretty tasty.
I just found the Oreos, the space Oreos. I think guys might have seen that.
I did see that.
Space Oreos.
Yeah, Did you have the fireworks Oreos, the ones with the pop rocks in them?
Not me.
No.
They were in Canada and the States, but they were just regular Oreos, but inside the cream there's little bits of pop rocks. So as you're chewing the cookie, it's like crackling and shit in your mouth, which is pretty cool. And
that
is
crazy.
These ones are doing the same thing, except the cream filling is like more fruity flavored and it's colored. So it's just a different flavor profile, but the same mechanics of it.
And chocolate cookies, I saw.
Yep. Chocolate cookie, some sort of berry cream, and pop rocks exploding in your mouth.
I'm a golden Oreo guy.
Just regular golden Oreo?
Regular golden Oreos, that's my thing.
Wow.
I miss the lemon Oreos. The lemon.
I guess I must be racist.
Maybe.
Depends on who you ask, I suppose.
To have a proclivity towards the white ones?
Well, I mean, would you rather have chicken white meat or chicken dark meat?
I like dark meat better.
See?
I like
black
them both. I mean, it depends on what I want.
Chicken is awesome, but for turkey, I always prefer turkey breast, the white meat. Eating a turkey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's too dry.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, it depends how you cook it.
That's true.
Yeah. And if you're gonna have it dry and on a sandwich, extra mayo solves that problem.
But I don't like mayo.
Ooh.
I don't really
That's
do
a
turkey
problem.
sandwiches. I'll just do leftover turkey with some stuffing and mashed potatoes and just put gravy all over everything.
And cranberries.
Well, you can have those, but
Yeah.
You don't put cranberries?
Yeah.
You could keep
No.
them. I don't need jam on my turkey.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good.
Yeah, I know a lot of people love it.
Huh.
I've got a question for you guys. I don't know if I've asked you these would you rathers, and I want to delete them out of my phone if I've already asked them on the show. If you guys remember them.
Okay.
So, did I ask one about every time you sneeze directly? Oh, every time you sneeze, it's directly blown into your dong hole through a very short hose.
Sounds familiar.
I don't know if I remember that one, but okay.
Or every time you fart, that same hose directs the fart right into your nostrils.
No,
Did I ask that?
I don't think you've asked that
Maybe
one.
not.
Okay. So I'm gonna save that one. And how about would you rather have a hammer smash one of your testicles or have the same hammer smash your front teeth?
Ooh.
Testicles. My teeth are sensitive right now.
But I didn't ask that one.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so either.
How about every time you wipe after going poop, your thumb gushes into the poop that's on your butt. Or every time you pee, it starts before you can get your pants down and a bunch of it soils your pants and underwear.
Ah, fuck. That's an impossible conundrum.
Okay. Okay, so I didn't ask that. That's new. Okay, how about this one?
No.
Would you rather have your anus secrete lube like vaginal wetness
Ooh, yeah.
every time you get an erection, like it drips, almost runs out of the anus, like it's flowing? Or would you rather have an erection that can only last 1 minute before it goes limp and then it can't get hard for another hour?
Oh my god.
I didn't ask
Okay,
that
I've never heard that one either.
one. Okay.
Let's just put it this way. Yeah, I got my choice on that one. So
Me too.
So yeah, I'll ask those on a different show, I guess.
On a
Yeah.
different day.
I try and delete the stuff out of their Urban Dictionary stuff and the would you rather so I don't ask them a second time.